Modern Learning Environments, PLD 5. Now, teaching in an MLE requires the educator or team of educators to learn a new set of interpersonal skills that you would not have to consider before in the education game. Now, there are many names for the education spaces teachers are educating in, ranging from ILS, FLS, and just recently I learnt VLS, but all together require the same set of skills in whatever space you are teaching in as a team of teachers working collaboratively. Now, the team of teachers therefore fall into exactly that, a team. Together, everyone achieves more, where little things from photocopying an extra set of worksheets to cleaning up another teacher's student pencil sharpenings can take its toll on even the most weathered veterans of our education game. So how do we overcome this moving forward? So below are my reflections upon working in 2 different modern learning environments for the last 6 to 7 years, and in which I'm also an approved facilitator in New Zealand to help within these spaces. And there are strategies or focus points. The focus points below have paid absolute dividends for my teaching career. I've also helped to facilitate other spaces in MLEs, and there are 3 massive important factors that need to operate for a successful MLE. 1, the collaborative teaching relationships. 2, the socio-cultural environment of the MLE. And 3, the level of technology integration to effectively empower student agency within learning tasks. So 1, the importance of collaborative teaching relationships. Now, the importance of your relationship with others and your collaborative teaching team are absolutely paramount. If this relationship is not healthy, it will flow into the collaborative learning space, and it is not healthy for any parts of the teaching world moving forward. So what are some takeaways that you can put into practice if you're working in an MLE or moving into an MLE type environment? 1, form an agreement with your collaborative teaching team around relationship resolution, clear communication, and have SMART goals to work toward each term that are reviewed and reflected upon as a team. Now, SMART goals stand for specific, measurable, achievable, realistic, and timely. Within the resources section here in the bottom left, I've linked in a collaborative teacher's guide, and you can chop it up, add to it, take some parts out, but it gives like a backbone to look at and to work from, and has paid dividends within my teaching space as well, and in the career that I've been in for the last 6 to 7 years. Two, within the importance of collaborative teaching relationships. Every day, check the person before the professional. Now, for ourselves, we are very personal within our profession in terms of the energy we bring, the values, but most importantly, we are people. We're a people profession with people that we work with and young people in which we teach and shape. So check the person. How are you? How was your day? How's your beautiful baby? How's your partner? Those little things help to not only build the relationship, but sort of see if one of your professional teammates weren't sort of on board for that day because they could have been up late or night with their baby or injured from rugby training, that you've got an idea that, hey, This person may not be operating at 100 today, and what can I do to help my teammate out for today? 3, every day practice a growth mindset as a team with the phrase not yet. And that's in all areas, all aspects. And if you want to learn more about that one, go into number 2, PLD2, the importance of growth mindset. Now, the second takeaway from this PLD, the importance of the socio-cultural environments is again paramount for effective learning within the MLE space. Now, I say this because the same expectations in both learning and behaviour need to be consistently monitored and reinforced throughout the entire space. Students know when they're treated differently from one teacher to another in both learning and behaviour, and start playing teachers off, start making up stories, and I've seen it happen within the spaces I've been in, purely because it's a large space and students can sort of get away with some things if they're not made accountable. Now, this is an important factor for the social and cultural learning environment to be successful in order for effective learning, fairness and equality across all of the students. My professional reflections moving forward are: embed, practice, teach and reinforce a growth mindset into your pedagogy, and consistently reinforce this with the phrase not yet. And that is for both behaviour, if the student is making mistakes in that regard, but also for learning, because it is also very important to help with that learning process and to help move that student past their learning barriers. And number 3, integrate technology effectively to empower student agency within the learning tasks in an MLE. Now, this is important because a teacher trying to quiet down his or her class for the students to listen and engage in the teaching content is very hard when they're constantly distracted by others from another space. Another teacher might be louder or might be quieter. And if you effectively integrate technology, students can then access screencast videos, can go to a blog to see teaching and learning instructions. They can go to a Google document you've shared with a step-by-step process to perform the next learning task successfully, and is absolutely integral in terms of teaching and learning in an MLE space. If you go into an MLE space with traditional teaching approaches, you will find sort of 2 or 3 teachers talking over the top of each other or teaching over the top of each other, and can be very frustrating and ineffective for teaching and learning. So my 2 takeaways here are: learn how to integrate teacher screencast into your learning program using a digital platform. And here, this is a screencast format. And secondly, modify, adapt and transform your teaching content delivery so students can access the teaching content in a digital format where possible, to then access learning 24/7 at any time, any level, any pace. And that is the beauty of technology, and why embedding technology effectively is very important. And here below are some video links around ILEs, MLEs and other spaces. And again, please leave some comments, interact with the forum. Love to hear your comments. And also on the homepage, if you have a look and click on the Pinterest part here, I've linked in a whole lot of boards around MLEs and also technology and Google Apps and stuff. So have a look in there to find some further resources around MLE environments. And for further professional learning and development, click here for a free consultation. I'd love to help give my reflections to help grow your space in an MLE and see what we can do organically for your school, your environment and your classrooms. Kia ora.